This week on Taste Utah, we're stopping by two do not miss dining destinations. First, we're visiting with Corinne Zinn, owner of Park City Creamery. She's creating cheeses relying on her Belgian roots and utilizing the unique qualities only the Heber Valley altitude can provide. Her Treasure Brie and Hidden Treasure Brie, customer favorites in the cheese section in markets like Caputo's, Harmon's, Liberty Heights Fresh, and they're already a staple on many Utah chefs' menus and charcuterie boards. Next, we join Chef de Cuisine Nick Zacco at Afterword by Tupelo Park City. Afterword is the continuation of executive chef and owner Matt Harris's beloved Tupelo on Main Street in Park City. Every ingredient on your plate honors the special relationship between chef and the farmer, artisan, or craftsman that worked so diligently to bring it to your palate. Each dish is masterfully woven together with an underlying hint of Southern hospitality, making you feel right at home with every mouth-watering bite. Taste Utah is more than your typical food show. It's about local flavor, from roots through authentically Utah restaurants. It's the people and the places that make Utah a dining destination. There's so much soil and earth to uncover and still so many great Utah restaurants to savor. We bring you the stories and we spread the love. The best thing about Utah, the views along the way, they're not bad either. We're not afraid to get our hands just a little dirty. Food is a necessity. It's how we create it and share it and experience it together that truly shapes our community. Whether you're choosing to dine in our dining rooms, order to go, or get delivery, you always have a seat at this table. Are you ready to taste Utah? Okay, we've got a special treat in store today because we're in Heber and we're at Park City Creamery. We're gonna meet Corinne Zinn. She is crafting some ridiculously delicious cheeses. We're gonna learn all of the secrets of crafting cheese with altitude because she is taking some of the most amazing Utah terroir and infusing it, of course, into her cheeses. Let's go check it out. Hey! Corinne, it's so great to be here.
Thank you. Welcome to the Creamery.
I mean, this has been literally a visit I've been dreaming about. I've been enjoying your cheeses for a long time. You're already winning awards, you're already doing everything right, and it's gonna be kind of exciting just to understand the process a little bit more.
Thank you. It's very exciting to have you here today.
Oh, thank you.
I can't wait to show you in the back.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna let me in the back.
Yeah.
But I probably have to gear up.
Yes, you're gonna have to wear that nice little pajama.
All right, shall we?
All right, let's go.
Okay. This operation that you have back here is pretty elaborate. It seems like a step-by-step process.
Really like we do in France, it's the moulé à la louche. We're making our treasure brie today, so those are treasure brie in process.
And how many gallons of milk would you say is this?
So we process 50 gallons at a time. It's about 50 pounds of cheese.
Oh my gosh, 50 pounds of cheese makes me so happy.
So we add the culture and we add the enzyme, the rennet, that coagulate the milk. So right now the milk just coagulated and it's ready to be cut. And so we're gonna cut the curd and then it's gonna separate from the whey. So we're gonna check if the curd is ready. Okay. So what we do, we give a little nice cut in there.
Oh, it's super soft.
See?
Yeah.
And then you can see how it's ready. It's coagulated. So now Anna's gonna cut the curd.
And Anna's your wonderful...
She's my intern.
Intern.
Yeah, she's doing her internship with us.
From BYU, Idaho.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
So Anna is gonna scoop gently the curds in the forms there. So you gotta go very gently because it's very fragile, silky curd.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's gonna fill up the mold and the whey is gonna drain out of the draining table there in the bucket.
It kind of looks like yogurt or even like tofu a little bit.
Yeah, little silky like tofu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so once she's finished with this process, then what happens?
So we're gonna remove the filling tray that's on the top here.
Okay.
And so the curd's going to drain down, it's going to reduce. So we have an extension on top of the mold there.
Yeah.
So there's the mold, the extension, and then the filling tray.
Okay.
And then the curd's going to go down the mold, and I'm going to remove the filling tray and let it drain a little more.
Okay.
And then we're going to have to flip those big trays. It's pretty heavy work.
Then what happens?
So we're going to let it rest overnight.
Okay.
And then we're going to remove one of the layer.
Okay.
And then we're going to remove them from the molds.
Okay.
And then salt them
Okay.
both sides, and then they're going to go in the cheesecake for about 10 days.
Okay, do you have some in the cheesecake?
Yes, there is some. Yeah, I'll show you right
Yeah?
after. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I would love to see them. This is what people know as like a cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Okay,
yes.
wonderful.
That's
And
our
the cheesecake is meant to create a safe environment to age the
So
cheese.
yeah, so that helped the molding process. We need a high humidity
Okay.
and a stable temperature. So all that is tempered in this cheesecake. And so you can, when you enter, you could smell that fruity smell, which is very unique to our type of cheese here. Since the milk is coming from local farm, we really have the Utah terroir smell and all the biodiversity that is coming out of the cheese. We really like here we are in high altitude.
Yeah.
So we really have the air from the mountains that is pumped into the facility here, and really get the cheese and the nice mold growing with the right fresh air from the mountains.
That's
so that's why
amazing.
we say cheese made with altitude.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, should we go on to the next?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank you.
Cream, this is a whole different kind of cheese that you're about to introduce me to. There's no smell to this, but in the cheese cave, it smelled a little fruity.
Yeah, you have that little fermentation smell that's coming from the cheese and from the milk itself, from the land, you know, what the cows are eating really.
Yeah.
That's what you can smell in the cheese itself.
It smelled a little like perry.
Yeah, there is two little
Okay.
predominant fruit smell.
Okay.
You get the pear one. There was another one.
Tell me.
Banana.
Banana?
Yeah.
Oh my
Which is
gosh.
really odd. Yeah.
That
Pears
is.
and banana. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very fragrant, but I can't wait to taste that cheese, which we'll do after we learn more about this. This is goat's milk cheese.
Yes, that's our Silver Queen in process here.
Okay.
So that's the cheese we made yesterday. It stayed overnight, and we flipped the trays a few times so it takes shapes.
Okay.
And then later today, we're gonna remove them from the molds.
Okay.
And we're gonna ash them.
Okay, and you're getting your ash.
So our ash is shipped from France.
Okay.
We got that in nice little buckets of cendre
wow.
végétale. This one is, so it's a traditional recipe in France. They use the ash in the past before refrigeration to preserve the cheese.
Oh.
And it used to come from vine leaves when they were actually doing the harvest.
Wow.
So it's a very fine soot that we are putting on there.
Why do they?
Requirement.
Why putting ash in cheese?
Well, so that's really, you get a chemical reaction between the cheese itself and the ash that's kind of transformed the taste of the cheese itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will taste the difference between the Silver Queen and the nuggets, the little nuggets that don't have the ash.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Well, should we taste?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about your background. You're not from America.
No, I'm originally from Belgium.
Okay.
So I moved in the US about 18 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm coming from the south of Belgium. Part of my families were farmers over there, and I had an aunt actually that was making cheese in her basement.
Well, I'm so excited to dive into the cheeses. Tell us what we have in front of us.
So each cheese is named from a Park City ski slope.
Okay.
We have our treasure brie, the brie style cheese.
Okay.
We have our hidden treasure, which is a brie style with black truffles. Then we have our goat cheese, which is our Silver Queen here, which is a goat cheese with vegetable ash.
So that's what we just saw.
Yes,
that's about to be prepared.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
cool.
what we made yesterday.
And then over here.
Yeah. Then we have a new one there. That's fresh goat cheese with hot blood orange and jalapeno. So let's try the treasure brie right here. So you have a very still a pretty young one here.
Yeah.
See, it's a little chalky in the middle, but it starts to cream on the side.
And then this is the hidden treasure.
That's the hidden treasure, yeah.
Which we know is hidden with love and truffle.
Yeah. And then we have our silver queen and our little goat nuggets. Well, maybe start with the nuggets.
Ooh, this is exciting. The consistency of it.
And again, it's very young. You see, they're a little chalky still, but as they age, they get creamy, just like the brie. It's really creamed out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel so sophisticated. I bet this would go well with the confit. Can I try it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what exactly is this? I know you're wonderful.
So it's a rose petal confit.
Okay.
It's a jelly made with rose petals.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty, surprising and very flavorful and light.
It's delicate, but it's like really well balanced. And then with the actual cheese itself, I mean, that's really lovely.
And then our silver queen with ash.
Okay.
You ready for this one?
I'm so excited to taste this ash. This is imported from France.
So this one the shape is very nice on your cheese board. It's a little different, with a little hole in the middle.
Yeah.
You can put some berries or
that's so cute.
some fruits or some jam. And again, with the rose petal confit, it's really nice. And you can see this one start to cream on the side a little bit,
Oh my gosh. Corinne, I just think you're amazing.
Thank you.
What you're doing here in this beautiful space is so magical. You are bringing tastes and flavors of a different place, but you're using the terroir and the experience of this place to tell that story. And it's what this whole series is about. Your passion for Utah is just so clear, and we love you right back. And I would say come up here and buy cheese out of your case and say hello, because just meeting you is such a pleasurable experience.
Yeah, come see us and we'll be happy to give you a tour.
Yay, okay, awesome. Well, cheese cheers.
Cheers.
We're up in Heber. We're right off of Main Street, and I'm taking you to Afterword by Tupelo. It's a beautiful restaurant that is celebrating Southern flavors in everything they do. They're open for dinner, they're open for brunch on the weekends. Let's go check them out. Chef, how are you?
Hi, Katy. How are you?
I kind of have an idea of what the food experience is like, but I can't really wait to try it.
We got stuff for you.
Yeah?
I got a whole bunch of stuff ready to go.
Okay.
You're gonna have a treat.
Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, already this patio is amazing. I can't wait to see the inside.
All right, let's go on.
Awesome. Lead the way, Chef.
Chef Nick Zacco, you are chef de cuisine for Afterword, which is a concept by Tupelo Park City.
Correct.
Will you give us the insight, the skinny, if you will, in what we have in front of us? I'm gonna start eating, because why wouldn't I, right?
Absolutely. Ideally, we would like to start people off with our buttermilk biscuits. They're made fresh daily. They've been a staple in the restaurant for many years. It's just that comfort, it's like kind of get your palate rolling.
Yeah, and they're cute. They're just like little buddies, so it's not like you're overwhelmed.
Correct.
Okay, well, so I'll start here.
Another signature dish that we've had around for a long time are deviled eggs. A little bit of fried ham, which is a local ham made by Creamery.
Nice.
And we just basically deep fry that real fast and get nice crispy skin on there. And this is actually a new dish we just put on. So this is a barbecued braised pork cheek. We actually throw it on the smoker for a couple of hours and then braise it for 24 hours after that. So it gets super tender, It just has this really nice, like savory aspect to it. And then on the bottom, a little butter beans and English peas that have just been quickly sauteed in some butter. And then what you have in front of you is tagliatelle pasta with our mushroom bolognese, which we make in-house.
Gorgeous.
All the mushrooms are locally grown. We have a company in Ogden that grows all our mushrooms.
It's amazing.
And they do just a fantastic job.
I can tell it's fresh pasta.
So we actually use pasta from Bartolo's, which is an Italian restaurant in Kimball.
What a great way to support your community as well, because they know what they're doing. So
correct.
Why
And that's what we want. You know, like we really strive to you know, buy products from local producers. You know, currently I'm using 4 different farms locally within a 25-mile radius.
Oh my gosh, drop some of their names.
So Renewey Gardens.
Okay, love Renewey.
Pa Ma's Farm, which is in Daniel, which is literally about 2.5 miles from here.
Daniel?
Literally just up against the mountain over there. There's like this real small town, Daniel.
Okay.
And then I'm also using Rustling Aspen Farms.
Love it.
In Midway. Even Chef Matt has a property in Midway that we kind of let Chris at Rustling Aspen take over. So he could kind of monitor that.
That is so cool, because he was doing it like out of his mom's backyard or something.
Correct, yeah. We kind of consider that, you know, our own Tupelo farm, if you will.
Yeah, as well you should.
You know, the cheese that's on top of that is Gold Creek Farms.
Gonna say it tasted,
Fantastic.
yeah. Very
Smoked Parmesan. In front of me you have, this is like our famous fried chicken. It's a half chicken, you get a wing, a thigh, a leg, and a breast.
Okay.
It's real Southern style, thin crust. It's got some good spice, you know, spice mix going on in there, and then just a little bit of salt on top. And then collard greens, Southern staple.
Yep.
And then your mac and cheese.
Well, and then of course beverages, we have to talk about them.
So this is an old fashioned.
Okay.
And basically on Friday nights we're going to start doing like a choice of 3. So we'll have 3 different types of old fashions.
Okay.
They'll be like $10. So it'd be a great deal, and you can choose from 3 different varieties of old fashions that our bartenders are designing.
What do you feel like your mark on Afterword is as chef de cuisine?
It's important for me to follow through with the style of food that we're doing. And it's taught me a lot, honestly. Like it's really taught me to, you know, more about Southern cuisine and just the history behind it. That's a serious point of history in our country, and like we got to recognize there's so many flavors and different things that are coming from the South that.
And it's more than just fried chicken, but that's a part of it, 100%. You know. I would love to see you back in the kitchen and maybe just preparing another dish and just see how you know, very masterfully infuse flavors and love into the food.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we do it? A lot of fun.
Back in the kitchen, it's a quaint kitchen. It's tight quarters.
Very small.
Yeah, and you are gonna make something amazing.
So we're gonna do a shrimp and grits.
Oh, classic.
We do 5 pieces of shrimp.
What kind of shrimp are you getting them from?
So these are wild Gulf shrimp.
Nice.
We're just gonna get a little salt on there. So then what I'm gonna do is put it in our flour mix.
Okay.
This is the same flour mix that we use for our fried chicken.
Nice.
So very light flour.
Gently placing the shrimp in there.
And they're just gonna simmer a little bit. Once you see this oil kind of bubbling, you know your pan's okay. Okay, so you can see here that flour sort of like got fried up and it's got a little crispiness to it.
It's reminiscent of that fried chicken for sure.
Correct.
Very cool.
So I'm gonna do the other side, but since the pan's kind of already warmed up, we're gonna add some of this bacon to it. So some smoked bacon, local mushrooms.
Nice.
Okay, now what we wanna do is add a little chicken stock to this.
Okay, perfect.
And that's gonna bind with that flour.
Oh, I love it. That's like the sound of a kitchen to me.
Absolutely. We're gonna quickly reduce this. It's gonna deglaze the pan, get all the excess flavors and stuff from the shrimp, and kind of let that go for just a minute. And then with the final step basically is we're gonna add a little bit of salt. Not too much because you have a little bit of salt in the bacon as well.
Yeah.
This is where you can start mounting butter into it. So cold butter chunks, one at a time, kind of just
What does it mean to mount it?
You're basically not throwing like all the butter in at once, right?
Like
you're
it's a gentle combination.
You're slowly adding that, so that way the fat in the butter can bind with the flour itself.
Nice.
And so that way you're creating a sauce. So I have some yellow corn grits that have been cooked.
Nice.
And we're just gonna use that to plate.
Perfect. Ah, beautiful. And those are yellow corn.
These are yellow corn grits. So we use a company out of South Carolina called Anson Mills.
Yeah.
We order a lot of their products,
Nice.
because they have really brought back the heirloom essence of the South, right? With all these different, wheats and corns and rices and things like that. So it's really important that we use stuff that's grown in that area.
Well said.
Even though it's not necessarily local, it's still
But it's like,
it's a factor of what we do is Southern cuisine.
Exactly. If you're getting Parmesan cheese and you're calling it Parmesan cheese, you got to get it from Parma. If you're doing grits, you might as well do grits where they know how to do grits right.
So I'm going to finish this real quick with just some fresh chopped chives.
Love it. A little bit of color, also just a nice flavor. Add a bit of freshness.
And then we'll just kind of strategically place this stuff around.
Gorge.
So see that sauce is kind of like almost like a light gravy.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Spread that out here. And then what we finish this with, we'll do just a little bit of fresh chive.
Okay.
Then we make our own house hot sauce.
Nice.
So we ferment our own chilies.
The nice thing is you put it on the outside as well, so your guests can kind of choose their own adventure when it comes to the heat.
Yeah, for sure. We don't want to cover up the shrimp. We want the whole presentation of the plate to kind of shine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's fragrant. The hot sauce, I can smell that. Yeah.
Once it hits the plate, it kind of pops,
Oh my gosh.
Get beautiful color. And then each bite, you kind of push forward and get a little bit of the hot sauce.
Oh, Chef, this has just been such a fantastic and enjoyable experience. What you do here at Afterword, your team, your whole crew, you can feel the love and just the spirit of the place. And it really is special. So just thank you so much for taking the time. And I'm going to go enjoy this and get the heck out of your cramped kitchen.
Don't let anybody else touch it.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Chef.
You got it. Thank you.